I wanted to do a morning practice and be accountable for it. A lot of us need that, and it turns out that even when we think we don't, when we think we're everything that we want to do, we do, and we're all on top of it, and there's no mistaking our ability to do what we say we're going to do or do what we want to do. We find when conditions around us aren't perfect, aren't conducive to our ability to do the thing we want to do or do the thing that we say we want or will do. When those conditions aren't perfect, it doesn't work out. So I'm creating this morning practice for today and maybe for future Fridays so that I can have a morning that can be for as a shared class, an online class, and a quick class so that we can really use the practice sometimes just for what it's for, which is to help us feel collected, feel comfortable in our bodies so that we can function through the day. So I'd like to begin by lighting a little Palo Santo. I have a view of the sunrise today, it looks like, or the effects of the sunrise in the west. So I'd like to see that through my window. Bring the element of fire into my practice. And so we'll sit up nice and tall just for a moment so that we can focus the mind and bring the fire to mind, or maybe you can see the flame through the camera. And just feel the heat of the fire. And let it burn in the heart center. May we be vehicles of peace this day. May we do what we say we'll do. May we do what we want to do and know is good for our minds, bodies, and souls. Let's start in child's posture. And from here, we'll go right into developing. Nice deep breath. So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, fog out through the mouth. Fog in through the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. On the next inhalation, rise up to table posture, coming to hands and knees. And we will start by picking up the feet and rolling the feet around in circles. Picking up into the other direction. And then setting the feet down. On the next inhale, lift the right arm and move the wrist around in circles. Lower this arm and pick up the other, moving the hand in circles. Lowering this arm and rolling over the toes, finding downward facing dog. Remember, step the hands forward a step or take the knees back a step. And then lift. You can always adjust the feet back too. And just see what this is like. Maybe swivel the feet or shake the head out. And we'll look forward, float the feet forward, feet hips distance. Bend the knees lower. Let the head go. Unroll the spine. Start from the base. Work your way to the top of the head, which comes up last. Once you rise, inhale, arms upwards. Exhale, palms together, thumbs in towards the heart center. Inhale, reach the arms upwards. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Find a lunge, warrior A. It's too early in the morning for me. My voice isn't functioning. Okay, sinking into the right knee. Plant the back heel down and then pick up the heel. So we'll just do this a few times, lowering the heel, picking up the heel. And now we'll keep the heel lifted, but scooch this left foot back so we can lower the hands down and plant the left palm down. So you might have to lower, scooch the foot even further back. And then inhale, reach the arm, right arm upwards into a nice twisting low lunge. And from here, we'll take 2 more full breaths. And then we're going to take a vinyasa here. So we'll have the right hand plant down to the outside of the foot. Bring the weight into the hands, lift the right foot, step it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, find a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. About 3 breaths. And we'll step the feet forward, top of the mat. Bend the knees, feet hips distance, lower the head. A couple deep breaths here. And then we'll unroll the spine. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs into the heart center. Okay, next inhalation, reach the arms upwards. And this time we'll step the right foot to the back of the mat, coming into a lunge. So it starts with a crescent lunge. And then once we get situated into the legs, you can lower the back heel and then pick up the back heel. And we'll go through this a few times. From here, we'll start to scooch the right foot back and then lower the hands down. And again, maybe take it even further back so you can plant the right palm. And maybe it's going to go on a block, right? But we'll take this left arm up, about 3 breaths, maybe 4. And we'll exhale the left hand down. So from here, we're taking that vinyasa, stepping back to plank posture, exhaling, lowering to forelimb staff posture. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we're just going to go through that one breath, one movement, pretty much. Sometimes there'll be, 2 movements in one breath or vice versa. Let's take a nice clearing breath first, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Float forward, top of the mat, feet hips distance. Okay. Big exhalation here as you release and bend the knees, and then inhale, begin to unroll the spine. Once the head rises, take the arms all the way up, and then we'll exhale. Hands together, thumbs into the heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, scooch it back, plant the heel, and then lower and come to a low twisting lunge, twisting dragonfly. Right arm reaches up on the inhale. Exhale, lower it down, take a vinyasa here. Couple breaths. Next exhalation, float forward, feet hips distance. Exhale, lower. Unroll the spine on the inhalation. Head rises, arms reach up. Exhale, hands in. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Scooch back. See where you can plant the heel, and then lower, hands down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Take a vinyasa once again. So we're in downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Maybe bend the knee, circle, maybe move this ankle around. And now we're going to come into pigeon's posture. So take the right knee to the right hand, slide the left leg back. Now first let's find a back bend. So take the hands behind and maybe interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back. If that's really intense, you'll have fingertips down and you'll walk them in, just so you can get the heart as upright as possible. Bending the low back. And then when you're ready, we'll start to release down. We're going to hold this for 10 deep breaths, but specifically a minute, so your breaths might vary. They might be more or less. Make them as less as you can. As few as you can. One more breath, and then we'll start to rise. And what we'll do is have the hands down. You can roll over the back toes and maybe come into a plank posture, but then from here we'll set the left knee down and pick up the right leg, and then bend the right knee, taking the foot skyward. Now maybe you stay right here, or maybe you're able to take the left hand behind, keep the right arm stable and straight, and then kick the right foot into the left hand. Open up the left front of the left shoulder, open up in the chest. We're going to go a little deeper into the hips, so take another full breath, flex the right toes as you're pushing the foot in, and if that's not working, again, You can keep the right knee bent without holding the foot, or you can even keep it straight and behind. Now we'll release this, and then we're going to come to seated. So you can bring the right knee down, come to seated, and keep the left knee down underneath the right knee. We're going to start to find a cow face posture. So maybe the knees can stack and maybe they're not going to stack. Just do your best. So maybe you can have one of these. And if not, cross the ankles and have the right ankle in front of the left. That way you can stretch just about the same area. And right from here, take the left arm up and set the hand behind. Maybe you can find a bind behind the back with the fingers. And if not, right fingers to the left elbow, but keep the head fairly level rather than bringing the head down. See if you can lift the chin a little bit and send it back. Release the arms, lower down for a couple breaths. See, maybe about hugging the knees. And we'll rise, come into a plank posture. You might take a vinyasa here. Maybe you're in downward facing dog. Either way, we're going to find our way to a pigeon, but we're going to take the left leg up first. Maybe move around. And then send the left knee to the left hand, slide the right leg back. We're going to look for a back bend first. Okay, so right from here, look for maybe one more breath. And then we'll lower, and we're going to find it those about 10 breaths, maybe less. So if you're going really nice and slow with the breath, maybe it's going to be 5 breaths for you. The slower the breath, the better. One breath. Okay, let's start to come out, maybe into a plank, and then we set the right knee down, lift the left leg, bend the knee, footprint up towards the sky, and then maybe shift weight into the left hand to hold this right foot or ankle, maybe shin, and then push that foot into the hand. Spread the toes. Let this front shoulder roll back. And we'll release. Now we're coming to seated, but the right knee will be below the left. So see if you could stack the knees, and if not, left ankle in front of right ankle. So we're taking the alternate arm up. Reach the right arm up, bend the arm, maybe find the bind behind the back or use a strap, or maybe take left fingers and press that right elbow back center as you're taking the head to level position and the chin in slightly. So if you can push the head into the arms and send them back and feel the tricep open. Release the arms, lower the trunk, give the knees a hug. And rise. And from here, we're going to be coming to seated, but if you'd like, you can take a vinyasa first. Vinyasas are great for keeping our energy lifted, and yet the breath is so great for keeping our energy relaxed, so we come to this really nice, calm, and yet active state. So let's come to seated, where we'll have hands to the knees, roll the shoulders in circles. Roll the other way. Take the up, back, down. Ooh. Lower the chin to the chest. Circle the head. Big, slow circles. Inhaling, side and back. Exhaling, other side and down. Once chin is to the chest, rotate the other way. One chin is to the chest, shake the head out. Bring the head to center. Tilt the head to one side, doesn't matter which. The shoulder that you're moving away from, take it up, back, down. Sending the shoulder down as you move the head away from it. Bring the head to center. Tilt the other way. Move that shoulder up, back, down. The one you're moving away from, this head is moving away from. And we'll bring the head back to center. Find a little movement, maybe some circles. They're going to be bigger than the others. There's more space to move the head into. So now we'll release, and let's work with the legs before we rest. So we'll take the left leg forward, right foot to the inside of the thigh, flex the left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward without bending the back. Bring the hands to the back of the leg, or maybe the foot if they're not finding so much extension in the arms to get there. It means you're more open in the leg and the back. And then we'll inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows to lower the trunk down. About 4 breaths. You can compensate for tightness in the back and the leg by bending the knee. That'll help you stretch the back of the leg. Just keep the foot flexed. One more breath. And then we'll switch sides, rising. Flex the foot, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, find length, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows. And we'll rise. All the way down to the back. Roll a little bit side to side. You can move the head in opposite directions of the knees as you're going through. And we'll find a little twist here. Arms to a T or behind. Send the knees to the right, turn the head to the left. Keep the shoulder blades down, especially this left one is going to want to pick up. Bring the knees to center and over to the left. The head turns to the right. And bring the knees to center. And give them one more nice squeeze here. And we're going to set the feet down and just lift the hips up into a bridge posture for a moment. So if you are going to go through the day today seated, this is a really good position to help neutralize the low back and the pelvis. You can do this supported through the day on a block, or just try to get the body into this position at least maybe once a day, maybe at the end of the day. And then we'll exhale, lower the hips, and release the legs. So as you're here, it's a very strong posture to finish on. As you're here, let the low back relax. Release the arms. The palms flip upwards. Release the face, release the toes. Release the fingers. Relax the eyes, the forehead. Relax through the heart center into the shoulders. Relax from the heart center down into the belly. Relax from the hips down into the ankles. Resting. If you'd like, you can rest a little longer. If you're ready to rise, begin to deepen the breath, move the hands and the feet. Reach the arms behind, find length. Knees in. You can hug the knees and roll to the side. Press your way up. We'll sit up tall and seal today's practice and let the sounds of the bowls, just a little bit of a ring of each, sense the harmony in the bowls and sense the harmony within yourself. That even that sometimes it doesn't seem like there's harmony, sometimes you're doing things that you didn't want to do or not doing things that you did want to do, that still deep inside we have that potential for a real felt sense of harmony, for true harmony. So sit up nice and tall, take a nice deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.